Hey everyone, it's me, Togatips. What's up with the accent, you may ask? Well, today we're going to be doing something a little different here on the channel. Today's video is going to feature Super Mario Sunshine, which just turned 20 years old. So join us in celebrating the anniversary as we give our top 5 picks for the most insanely challenging levels in this game. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Woohoo! Welcome back everyone. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you may be surprised to see something other than Pokemon on the screen. Don't worry though, because it's not going away anytime soon. We've just been thinking about branching out to try other games as well. So with that in mind, we're starting a brand new side series called Togatips Extras. And with today being exactly 20 years since the release of Super Mario Sunshine, we thought, hey, what better game to flagship the series with? Honestly, it's still hard to believe that this game has been out for over 20 years. I remember getting it with my GameCube on Christmas morning in 2002, and since then, it's been one of my all-time favorite video games. I know that it's a controversial opinion to have, but hey, you can't deny that it's a classic Mario game. Now, while I'm a huge fan of Sunshine, there are certain levels that I absolutely despise having to play through. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to throw my controller across the room because of these levels. In fact, I didn't completely 100% the game until 2011, and after all that hard work of doing these levels over and over and over again, all I got was an alternative ending with a postcard. Yes, all that for a postcard. Not really the most exciting ending for completing the game by any means. But getting back to the levels, there's a lot of reasons why these particular ones cause so much frustration. Between the level design, precision needed to clear them, and just the wonkiness of the controls, these levels have plagued players' run-throughs since 2002. Now for this particular list, I've chosen 5 stages that have troubled me the most throughout the years. So this list isn't definitive by any means, rather it's just our preferences based on our playthroughs. So let's get started with our number 5 pick, which is Gelato Beach Episode 8, The Watermelon Festival. In this particular level, you're tasked with bringing a watermelon to the juice bar for a contest. But not just any watermelon will do, the judges want one that's absolutely massive. So as you scour the beach, you'll find 3 watermelons of various sizes, a small one by the juice bar, a medium one by the cabana, and a massive one on the hillside, which of course is the one you need to get the Sprite. Now a simple push across the beach seems like a breeze, right? Well, it would be, if the beach wasn't covered in cataquacks, all set on launching you and your watermelon sky high. These enemies make escorting the massive fruit a massive pain in the neck, almost like they're full of air like regular balloons. Now when it comes to the cataquacks, there's 2 ways to go about dealing with them. You can knock them out by spraying them with water, providing you with a brief window to sneak past them. But while this method is the simplest to perform, it does require you to be swift and precise. Even the slightest contact with a quack will cause the watermelon to burst. As for the second way to deal with them, you can give them a taste of their own medicine by launching them with dune buds. This method will completely eliminate them from the level, making the beach easier to navigate. The issue with this technique is that it takes an extremely long time to completely clear the beach. You gotta get the ducks to chase you and have them run into the dune bud stems before launching them. You also gotta keep them close enough that they don't lose interest, but far enough that they don't fling you. These are red cataquacks after all, so they'll inflict damage to your life bar if they send you soaring. So really it can be frustrating regardless of the path you choose. But that being said, there is one bright side with this level. Unlike some of the later picks, you won't be booted from the level if the watermelon pops, so you can keep trying it without losing lives. This can save you a lot of time, which is why the Watermelon Festival makes our list at number 5. But up next at number 4, we're off to Pinna Park to ride some thrill rides in Episode 8, Roller Coaster Balloons. Now in the first episode, you use the roller coaster to take on Mecha Bowser with water-powered rockets. In Episode 8, you return to the roller coaster, but instead of a giant robot, you use the rockets to pop 20 balloons shaped like Bowser Jr. While this may seem like a simple task, the kicker with it is that you only have 3 rounds around the track to pop all 20. If you miss any before the end of your 3rd run, you'll receive a game over and be booted back to Delfino Plaza. Now along with this level having a time restriction, it's also very disorienting. you only had to focus on the bullet bills coming in front and behind you in the fight with Mega Bowser. But for this game, you'll need to rotate all over the place to get some of the balloons in really awkward places, such as the 3 that are between the loop-de-loops. Additionally, some of these balloons can only be hit from certain parts of the track. So if you're not quick enough with the pattern, it's going to take a few tries to clear this level. Moving on to our third most challenging Sunshine level, I chose one of Delfino Plaza's secret shines, the dreaded Pachinko minigame. This crazy level can be accessed through a secret passage under the canal bridge. You can enter it by either rocketing in with the rocket nozzle or jumping from one of the shipping boats. Though of the two, I personally recommend the latter method, as it's easier to control Mario using the hover nozzle. Upon entering the level, you'll be dropped into a giant pachinko machine with 8 red coins. The objective is to navigate Mario into 5 slots containing red coins, followed by the central compartment where you'll claim the shine. Seems relatively simple, right? Well, this particular minigame has some really wonky controls. After shooting Mario out of the launch area, it's somewhat difficult to control him even with the hover nozzle. Like there's times where I want to jet backwards but come to a complete stop, or want to move forward slowly but end up racing. And it's because of this that many gamers have missed their targets and fallen out of the game. Now let's say you've played this game for a while and have a feel for the controls. There's also the possibility of glitches causing Mario to miss the mark and having to start all over again. And this can be especially annoying if you've already collected the coins and are just going for the sprite. Now if you manage to collect all 8 coins plus the sprite, then congratulations. You're definitely a legend in our books. Now if you thought that was bad, just wait till you hear our next 2. For my second most annoyingly challenging level, we're going to return to Gelato Beach in episode 4, The Sandbird is Born. In this level, you enter the enclosure of the newly born Sandbird, which you ride to collect 8 red coins. 7 of the coins can be found along its back, wings, and tail, while the last is on the tower that it flies around. Now this episode is by far one of the most hated levels in Sunshine for a multitude of reasons. Not only are you thrown onto the bird with little time to plan your maneuvers, but it's also difficult to control Mario while riding it. Its body is made of sand, as its name suggests, so it's easy to phase through or slip off if you're not careful. And falling off means you'll be starting at the tower base again, forcing you to relive this nightmare over and over. Now if that wasn't challenging enough, there's one section of the ascent where the Sandbird rotates 90 degrees. This is where a lot of players tend to lose their footing and fall to their doom. But that being said, there are a couple of safe places you can go when the bird flips. The neck and base of the tail are the easiest spots for Mario to shift around. But still, you gotta time your movements just right. One wrong step will make you slip, and you'll find yourself back at the base of the tower. Honestly, I'm surprised this is what they chose for episode 4 in Gelato. With how difficult it is to complete, you'd think it'd be farther down the episode line. Maybe it's because the game designers wanted us to work a little bit to unlock the final fight with Bowser, or maybe they just wanted us to suffer. But either way, that's why I consider the Sandbird to be the second most challenging level in Sunshine. Now before we reveal our most annoying level in Super Mario Sunshine, we want to hear which levels frustrate you the most, so be sure to leave a comment with yours down below. Or if you've never played Sunshine before, let me know which Mario level in general frustrates you the most. Now so far we've shown you the highlights of trying to complete these levels, though it actually took a lot longer than these few attempts. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, our title of most challenging Super Mario Sunshine level goes to another secret shine, the Lily Pad minigame. This particular sprite is infamous for being one of the most hated in the game, and that's because of its insane difficulty, but also the tedious way you even access it. So this secret shine can be found on an island overlooking the Delfino jail. It's in a pipe that's blocked by yellow goop, which can only be cleared using Yoshi. Problem is, Yoshis can't swim, so you'll have to use the sewer and multiple boats to get there. This entire process can take over 5 minutes to complete, and if you lose Yoshi at any point, it can take even longer. I've literally spent so many hours just trying to get to this level, and honestly, it's part of the reason it took me 9 years to complete it. Now if you're able to get to the island and clean the pipe, you might be thinking that the level's gonna be easy, right? Well, think again. The level has you ride a lily pad down a polluted stream, and you'll use FLUDD to help you navigate as you collect 8 red coins. What makes this level so difficult is once you start, you're not able to go back. So if you miss any coins, you'll either have to jump into the water to respawn, or worse, walk the extremely thin side rails to get back to the start. Unless you're lucky or have a ton of patience, you're going to be spending a lot of time here. Also, make sure you have some lives saved up. Otherwise, you'll have to redo the whole Yoshi process again. Now, if you're able to collect all the coins and get the star, you'll have completed one of the hardest levels in Super Mario Sunshine. And those are my top 5 most annoyingly challenging levels in Super Mario Sunshine. But like I said, I still really enjoy this game despite the criticisms, and you can bet that I'm going to try to beat these levels to celebrate its 20th birthday. We also hope you enjoyed our first Togatips Extra, and if there's any other games you think we should check out, then be sure to let us know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching me fail at these levels, then consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing if you're new to the channel. Now if you're looking for some more Pokemon content, we'll be back to it next week with a recap of this weekend's Pokemon Go Fest finale. And if you need some help prepping for this event, we'll put some of our previous Go Fest guides in the description. And we hope that everyone that's playing has the best time out there. So until next time, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Take care.